All right. Well, welcome once again to Sinbin Stream. Tonight in NHL hockey action, we have the Nashville Predators in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, to take on the Toronto Maple Leafs. Let's see. Oops, something. Hold on. Let's make sure we're live. 1 second. All right, live there, but the YouTube app on my phone died. All right, 1 second. Just want to make sure the audio's going out. All right, there we go. All right, good. Now we're good. All right, sorry. Had to make sure everything was going good. I am gonna try and use Chrome for NHL.com tonight. That way, I don't know. I know it was hard. I could see it was very hard to read. You know, this stuff when I was on Firefox for a few games. So hopefully the everything looks a little bit bigger. Nashville. Oh, I'll get the poll going right away. All right, who wins in Toronto? All right, Predators are 2-0-1. Yeah, we did the game they won in Ottawa on Monday. Monday afternoon, just yesterday. All right, there we go. Poll is in the chat. Go ahead and vote when you get a chance. Vote for the Predators or the Maple Leafs. And here's what's coming up this week. Well, yeah, later tonight, Hurricanes at Sharks. Only game at 9 o'clock Central. That's why we're going with that one. Then the rest of the week, we will have Senators at Sabres at 6 tomorrow. Flames at Mammoth, so 8:30. Might get to that one a little late, especially if the Mammoth have already had their home opener. Not sure which teams have yet to have their home opener. Excuse me. And then Thursday night, football, Steelers at Bengals. Friday night, Sharks at Mammoth at 8. And then I elected just to do one game on Saturday, try to rest up the voice here. We went with Hurricanes at Kings. Kind of want to do some Kings games. There are games this week. They played last night and they played Thursday night, so that's why I didn't get a chance to do a Kings game yet. Then Sunday we'll be back with an NFL triple header. 8:30 for the London game. I already forgot who. Oh, Rams. I know Rams. Maybe Jaguars. I'll have to double check that. Yeah, we can do that right now. And then the Packers play the Cardinals at 3:25, and then we'll have the Sunday night game. All right, 1 second. We'll check on that schedule for Sunday. All right, week 7. Yeah, Pittsburgh, Cincy. Oh, it looks like it's going to be Bengals whiteout night. They don't have any orange on their B logo. Yeah, Packers at Arizona Cardinals, 3:25. And Atlanta, San Francisco is Sunday night. Oh yeah, the 8:30 London game, Rams at Jaguars. Okay, yeah, Bears play at noon. Rest my voice during that. And then Monday we have another Monday night doubleheader. Tampa Bay at Detroit and Houston at Seattle. 6 and 9, and then by next Tuesday, the 21st, will be WNBA or the WNBA opening night, and we'll have the doubleheader. But after that, I Tuesday nights I'll only get one NBA game. The late games are Peacock exclusives after opening night. NBC only has one game. And then Friday nights, Prime will have doubleheaders. So we'll try to do some of those, mix in NBA. But currently I'm only paying for ESPN Plus, which is basically just NHL plus college sports. And I don't even know what specific college sports, because I don't even get ESPN content. So any like for instance, I don't get the ESPN doubleheader tonight, Lightning at Capitals or Wild at Stars. But we get every other game, as provided it's not the Blackhawks or NHL Network or an odd game like tomorrow night, TNT and HBO Max. I don't get those games either, but that's why I've got Senators Sabres still and Flames Mammoth. But yeah, I'll be blacked out of Chicago Blackhawks games, which is fine with me. Hope everybody's having a great Tuesday night. Yeah, let's take a look at Thursday. I wonder if hockey would do better than Thursday night football. I don't know. Sunday night games, I don't know. I couldn't do any hockey 2 nights ago. I didn't have access to any of those games. Yeah, who played last night? I don't know what time those games are on. See, that's Tuesday. But there's a long break in this game. All right, finally, yeah, Leafs on TSN. We're doing the Toronto feed. All right, Predators, Leafs. Okay, we're about set now. So we've got the scores ready for later. Okay, I will be a little behind. Just keep in mind. All right, we'll have to get the starting lineups or the roster sheets and stuff later. All right, 19:51 to go, first period. Maple Leafs have it in the O-zone. Tavares dumps it into the far corner. They play it up along the boards. Blue line sent down below. Tavares in the far corner. To the goal crease, and I couldn't quite get a stick on it. I don't know if that counted as a shot. And it looks like the Predators are getting a change, and now Toronto will take the puck in their own end and get a line change too. Toronto in all blue, with white trim, and Predators in white jerseys, blue numbers, and yellow, yolks and a little bit. Oh, man, something right in front of the net, and that was saved by a little bit of a scramble in front of the net. Now they give Toronto 2 shots on goal, and Juice Saros made the saves, and now he freezes the puck on a long shot at 18:49. So here we go. All right, oh, shoot. See, I can't see the shots on goal, though. It's a little too big. But I guess that's better. Their shots on goal are at the top. That's going to be really hard to read, though. But we'll leave it like this for now. All right, they do give them 3 shots on goal after that last one. All right, face off in their own end. The Predators have it. Chip it to the neutral zone. Now O'Reilly carries it in. Pass, shot, deflected or blocked into the netting behind the net and out of play. So we'll have another face-off. Oh, yeah, I can see Stamkos, Svechkov, Evangelista, Barron, Stastny, and okay, it's not Juice tonight. It's Anyonen. All right, I got to get the roster report up real quick. We'll look at that in a minute. All right, 18-24. Battle for the puck in the far corner. Ozone for Toronto. Behind the net. Up to the blue line. Shot was wide. It went behind the net. And the Preds get it out of their own end. Pass ahead. And the Preds are offsides. Looks like Stamkos might have been offsides at 18 minutes. All right, so Justice, or maybe it's Justus Annunen, is the starter, and Caden Primeau is the starter for Toronto. So both backup goalies, essentially, just based on starts this season already. 17:55 to go. Battle in the neutral zone for the puck. Toronto defensemen have it in their own end. Sent up the far boards. Behind the net, Annunen plays it up the far boards and out of play. It looks like 17:35 to go. All right, well, this is bigger and probably going to be easier to read, but at the cost of the shots on goal, but I'll make sure I adjust them. Actually, that isn't even that much better. It's just bigger. It's just bolder. Oh, that's the line score. Here's the shots. Yeah, I'd have to go way down here. We'll just scroll to them occasionally. Leave it like that for now. All right, face off. Nashville has it. They skate it through the neutral zone and dump it in. And it's chipped into the near corner by the Toronto goalie. Battle for the puck in the near corner. Now it goes behind the Leafs net. Sent up center ice. Pass. 91. Tavares chips it in. Behind the net. He gets it behind the net now. And poked away. Nylander. Behind the net. Off the side of the net, actually. Battle in the near corner. Preds can't get it out. Now they finally get it to the red line. And it'll be dumped in just outside the blue line. Behind the net. And that is, of course, Primeau. Caden Primeau playing it behind his own net. All right. Toronto still has it in their own end. They send it up the bench side, the far side. And now Nashville can't get it out. It's held in by Toronto in the O-zone. Centered back to the blue line, centered it. Pass from the near faceoff circle goes into the far corner. Battle for the puck. Preds send it behind the net. Yossi gets it in the near corner. He gets it to neutral zone. And Marchessault tries to dump it in. It's in the far corner. Predators get to it. Battle in the near corner. And out. Finally, Toronto has it. They chip it in from the blue line. Stastny in the corner. Barron up the near boards. Toronto takes it over and dumps it in from the red line. Oh, actually, did they call an icing on this? Was he behind the line? 15:38. Maybe this was icing. All right, let's see. Still 3-0 Toronto, shots on goal. Had some opportunities early in the game, but that's it. All right. Face off in the Preds zone. They control it in behind the net. Matthews is there for Toronto. And in the near corner, there's a battle. Let's see. Forsberg had it briefly, but now the Toronto has it, and they get it out of their own end. And they dump it in from the red line. Played out by, well, not yet, by Annunen. Oh, a chance in front of the crease, and that was wide or blocked. Maybe a point-blank save. I didn't get a good look at it. Near boards, now far boards. Far face-off circle shot. Back out to the blue line. Must have been blocked. Behind the net, finally. Oh, there's a little bit of a hit. Toronto keeps it in. Nashville trying to get a line change. That shot was wide. And finally, Nashville gets it to neutral ice, but Toronto takes over. Both teams trying to get a change right now. Toronto battle in front of the penalty box area, and Nashville chips it in. Toronto gets it out of their own end, and it's sent right back down behind the net. 22 for Toronto. Pass. Dangerous pass in front of his own net. Into the O-zone. Drop pass. Shot from the face-off circle. A glove save at 14:08. Fourth shot on goal for Toronto. Well, TV gave him a shot. Yeah, there we go. Shot on goal. All right, they caught up. Yeah, let me know in the live chat or in the comments if this is easier to read. I think it is. I think it was just too tiny the way I had it set up on Firefox. I could try Firefox again and but I'd have to make it not as wide. Like, this is just a hair wider, and it's just everything's expanded. So, on the window, I mean. All right, finally, Nashville gets it out of their own end, but turnover at center. Now they get it back into the O-zone. Battle in the near corner. Centered, but it's sent behind the net. Now up the near boards. Yossi tries to jam it. They keep it in, Nashville. Near corner again. Shot just inside the blue line. Saved to the near side. Yossi passes to the near corner. Skates from the 83. Send a shot. Don't know if it got on net from the near faceoff circle. Yossi in the far boards near the blue line. Dumps it behind the net. Another pass to the near boards. And everybody on Toronto has been out there longer than a minute. Nashville's been controlling the play here in their O-zone. I think Nashville's been subbing players out one or two at a time. And they turn it over. Toronto trying to get a change, and Nashville pushing the issue into the near faceoff circle. That shot is blocked behind the net. Trying to stuff it near the crease, and Toronto just barely gets it out of their own end. Nashville only picked up one shot on that whole exchange on net. Tavares near boards. Tavares behind the net, gets it back. Far corner. His pass gets blocked. He gets it back again. Centering, number 2, sent it wide. Oh, that was a good opportunity for the Leafs. And neutral zone pass. And Nashville will dump it in behind the Leafs net into the far corner. Both teams are trying to get a change, I believe. 5-1 shots on goal in favor of Toronto. Somebody is a little hobbled here by, I think, the puck hitting him. He's having a hard time getting to the bench for Toronto. Pass down low behind the net. Battle for the puck. It's back up near the blue line. Cross-ice pass. Shot. Behind the net again. Still 5-1 Toronto in shots on goal. Finally, Toronto skates it out of their own end. Both teams are looking to get a change. Puck is down behind the Nashville bench or net. Oh, and a high shot finds the net from the blue line for Toronto. Whoops, I forgot to unmute. For the goal horn. Oh, wow. Just a rocket from the blue line. There was a pass. It was McCabe, and he got beat. Annonen got beat blocker side. High, top shelf looked like. Might have been deflected, though. Let's see if this was McCabe or not. It was. They'll probably add at least one assist, maybe two. All right, Toronto Maple Leafs strike first at 8:42 into the first period. So 11:48 remaining. So 1-0 Toronto. Play continues behind. Now Preds get it out of their own end, and Forsberg dumps it into the far corner. Tanev is there. He takes a hit from Forsberg. Battle for the puck. Far corner. Forsberg has it behind the Leaf net. Brings it to the near boards. Sends a shot. It's deflected by O'Reilly, but I think wide of the net. O'Reilly battling for it on the far board. Sent around behind the net. Okay, Joshua and Tavares got the assist on the McCabe goal. On that wrister from the blue line. Just a rocket that hit top shelf over the blocker side. All right, up ahead. Finally, Nashville. No, now they get it out of their own end. Up the near boards. Behind the net. Misplayed by the goalie. 34-8-2 when scoring first last season were the Maple Leafs. Looks like we got an icing on Toronto. I don't think we've had the under 14 timeout, and we're due for the under 10 already. Again, the goalies keep forgetting. Caden Primo. Caden Primo in net against Justus Annunen. All right, yeah, we're not going to a break with the icing. Riley has it, number 44. They get it out of their own end, Toronto. It's by the Toronto bench. Now Riley again. His pass is picked off. Nashville has it from the slot, sent wide, trying to get a tip by Stamkos, I believe, on the shot. Under 9.5 to go. Still kept in by Nashville. Near boards. Near corner. Battle for the puck. Ooh, Stamkos, I think, just got a check. Knocked somebody down. Now it's cleared by Toronto, but it'll be on net, so no icing. Under 9 to go now. And trying to get it out of their own end. Now it's near the penalty box area, but Nashville has control in their own end. Cross-ice pass sent along the far boards. Ekman Larson there gets knocked off the puck. Nashville keeps it in the O-zone. Sends it behind the net. It's got to be Yossi in there somewhere, I think, battling. Sent up the far boards. Toronto has it. We got a 3-on-3 if they want it. Looking. Sent behind the net. Far corner. Far face-off circle. Now back to the blue line. Long shot deflected into the near boards. They do say 7-1 Toronto on shots. 8:05 to go. We're going to have a bunch of commercials towards the end of the first period. All right, Toronto retreats, and they send it up the near boards. Now cross-ice pass. They skate it out of their own end. Tavares, backhander, and saved by Annunen. And that'll take us to the first media timeout at 7:48, and we're due for another one. And then we'll be due for one at 6 minutes. That's the under 14 media timeout. We're still going to get the 10 and the 6. All right, again, Jake McCabe, first goal of the year, assist by Joshua and Tavares. Joshua's first assist, Tavares' third. Oh, here, we can do the goal visualizer. So they played the puck. Yeah, this is much bigger. Behind the net, sent it out to the blue line, and then the wrister beat Annunen top shelf to the blocker side. No penalties yet. 8-1. Oh, they just added a shot. Oh, yeah, for Tavares. 8-1 Maple Leafs shots on goal. Yeah, not a lot of offense for Nashville so far. I mean, I know that probably goes without saying, but all right, let's make sure this is going and is muted. Okay, we're good. All right, 1 second. Delete. All right, yeah, just a reminder, don't forget tonight after this game, 9 o'clock Central, 7 Pacific, we'll have Carolina Hurricanes at San Jose Sharks. And we'll go through the scores. Hurricanes are 2-0, Sharks are 0-2. They lost to the Vegas Golden Knights in overtime, and they lost to the Anaheim Ducks in overtime as well. All right, back underway. Shot on goal, another Annunen save at 7:43. Pardon me, was just trying to get organized there. Yeah, we'll leave it right there. Battle for the puck in the far face-off circle. Finally, Nashville gets it out of their own end. Played behind the Toronto net, up through the neutral zone, and I think into the penalty box area. I guess it got deflected at 7:27. All right. All right. All right, we're just been following Forsberg with the camera. It's in the near face-off circle, and guess what? We got to redo the draw. It's in the Toronto defensive end. Stamkos is there taking the draw against Austin Matthews. Toronto has it behind the net, up the far boards, finally out to neutral ice. Matthews couldn't get a stick on it, though. Forsberg at the red line sends it into the near corner. Battle in the far corner now. Is that O'Reilly? He just got knocked down. He gets back up behind the net. Stamkos tried to send a backhander, but it's picked off, and Toronto going the other way. Now Nashville has it behind their own net and sends it up the near boards. We got Nashville trying to get full line changes, and yeah, I think Toronto is going as well. All right, sent in to the O-zone behind Toronto's net. Toronto has the puck, sends it up the far boards. Pass, shot, centered, another goal. And hello to the chat. 1 second. Unbelievable. 2-0 Toronto. Just a scramble in front of the crease. Oh, they took a shot away? Well, they got to add one in for this goal. Ekman Larson on the goal. There was a pass. Oh, no, he just... Oh, it was deflected off of a stick by Nashville. Ekman Larson was trying to pass it to somebody just outside the crease, and that was an own goal. So, yeah, I guess that won't be a shot on net. So, is it 8? Now it's 9. But, yeah, technically that was an own goal. All right, well, 2-0. Things not looking too good for Nashville so far. 1 shot on goal, and they're already down 2-0. Hey, hello to Derek. Thanks for messaging. Hope you're enjoying the game. 6 minutes remaining, first period. Both teams getting line changes. Toronto has it in their own end. Cross-ice pass near boards. 55 with it. Behind the net. Wraparound attempt. Battle for the puck, and finally frozen by Annunen. I think we got a media timeout because we're under 6. Unless I'm mistaken, I don't think we took the under 14. So we've taken 2 media timeouts, but I think we're due for another one. But 2-0 Toronto in the early going. Jake McCabe, his first goal at 8:42, even strength from Joshua and Tavares. And then OEL, Oliver Ekman-Larsson from Nylander and Benoit. Ekman-Larsson's first, Nylander's 4th assist. Again, it was an own goal. It got tipped in by somebody on Nashville. 5:44 to go, first period. All right, let's get a quick update on the other games, shall we? Oh, and by the way, saw Tkachuk is out 4 weeks for the Senators with a hand injury. And that happened against the Predators on Monday afternoon. So Brady Tkachuk will miss at least 4 weeks of the Ottawa Senators, for the Ottawa Senators, because of an injury to his right hand, Travis Green announced Tuesday, the coach. Senators captain was injured during a 4-1 loss to Nashville on Monday when he was cross-checked. Oh, by Yossi in the first. Yeah. Tkachuk played in the game before missing the last 9:04 of the third. Yeah, that was nasty. And then there was a nasty cross-check by in retaliation by Ottawa as well. He's going to miss a significant amount of time. We'll know more in the next 24 hours. We don't know exactly, but it's 4 weeks plus. Green said surgery has not been ruled out. Ugh, that stinks. He was hurt a lot last year, if I remember, too. All right, yeah, we'll get to the scoreboard later. Got to get back to the action here. All right. Far face-off circle. Predators win the draw and get it out of their own end. And now they say 10 to 2 shots on goal. All right, something got changed during the media timeout. Behind the Preds net, now on the far boards, sent back behind the net. Yossi tries to get it out. Toronto keeps it in. Number 2 behind the net, looking to the blue, to the Ekman-Larsson, who sends it to the far boards, taken there by 91. I forgot his name. Backhander, a weak backhander on net. I think we got a penalty coming up too at 4:59. Let's listen in. Yeah, I think this is a Toronto penalty. Wow, 55, 2-minute minor for hooking. All right, so Nashville gets the first power play of the day. Yeah, Yossi was trying, or what? No, 40 was trying to shoot and got hooked. And that's why it was such a weak backhander on net. They did get a shot on goal, so it's 10-3. But now Nashville has the 5-on-4 man advantage. Far face-off circle. Matthews loses the draw. Predators keep it in. Far corner. Chipped up in the air. They're battling for the puck. Centering pass went off either the goal post or the goalie stick and went to center ice. All right, Nashville sends it back into their own end. Oh, I thought they would put the power play names up here. Maybe I should go to the Nashville feed. Forsberg, near faceoff circle, shot, saved into the netting. Shot, save, out of play, and into the netting at 4:20 to go first period. 10-4 shots on goal. Face-off taken and cleared from behind the net. Neutral zone for now in their own end. It looks like Yossi has it. I don't know. Did they change anybody yet? There's only 1:07 to go on the power play. So we approach 4 minutes to go. Battle in the far corner for the puck. No good scoring attempts yet on this power play, and there's under 50 to go. Kept in at the blue line. Yossi to the far face-off circle. Shot on net, steered aside into the far corner. Battle in the far corner. Sent up to the near boards to Forsberg. Near face-off circle. Centering pass. Shot. And save and a whistle. Wow. Wasn't sure that got through, but I think they got a shot on net finally. And Primo gloved it for Toronto. Yeah, it was point blank. I think Primo blocked it and then had to put the glove down to freeze it. Yeah, that's what happened. Good save from point blank range, though. And they give him another shot on net, 10-6. Still, oh no, just sent out of the zone by their own doing by Nashville. Now they take it behind their own net. And with only like under 10 seconds to go in the power play, Toronto has it in their own end and they send it down the length of the ice. So we should be even strength in a couple moments here. 76 has the puck for Nashville. Sent up the far boards. Into the O-zone. Chipped into the near corner. Still battling for the puck in the near corner. Now behind the net. Sent behind the net. Nashville with the puck. Near corner takes a hit. One of the players. Two players there, including Tavares on Toronto. Still can't get it pinned or out from the boards. Now Toronto has it. They could have a 4-on-2 if they hustle. 4-on-3 now. Pass. Centering. Didn't get on net. And now Nashville has it in their own end. 9-6 shots on goal. They just took one away for Toronto. All right, Toronto has it in their own end again. So a few shots during the power play, and that's about it for Nashville. And we got a whistle and another immediate timeout, I believe. 2 minutes to go in the first period. 2 goals by Toronto. All right, now let's take a quick look. All right, first intermission, Montreal 1, Kraken 0. Or no, I'm sorry. Wait, that's got to be intermission, right? They can't. 8:57 to go. Oh, maybe it's no, it's they're 8:54 to go. Canadians up 1-0. Maybe that was their home opener. Maybe that's why they're not that far along. Oilers Rangers tied at 0 first intermission. And under a minute to go, Lightning up 1-0 on the Capitals with 42 seconds to go. And just 3 other games in progress right now. One coming up just under an hour and a half. Knights at Flames, 8:30, so about 2 hours. Wild Stars. Then the game we'll be doing next, Hurricane Sharks, and then the late game. I'm going to try and avoid 9:30 Central games. Penguins Ducks. It used to be the Sharks were the team that played the 9:30s, but that's too late. But maybe Anaheim and LA do play occasionally. Yeah, thanks, Stadium Arena. Yeah, I do remember the Wolves being the Thrashers affiliate. All right, we're back on the broadcast. Barry Trotz in the press box area or suite area. He's the general manager for Nashville. Pretty good coach, if I remember right, too. But they were bad last year, unexpectedly bad, too. They had high hopes after they brought in Stamkos and some other players. Face-off won by Nashville. They get it to neutral zone. Toronto in front of their own net, sends it up the near boards. Forsberg, lost it. Toronto has it. Tough angle shot. And it looks like it got deflected into the netting. Or the crowd. I'll just say the crowd. So I don't think it's a goal. All right, 1:45 to go. Still 9-6 shots on goal. Toronto, they're up 2-0 late in the first period. Face off. And in the near corner. Sent up the near boards by Nashville. Battle in the near corner. Sent to... deflected. Can the Predators get on it? No. Toronto gets it out of their own end. Ooh, hit by the Toronto bench. Leaf on a Pred. And Toronto has it at the neutral zone again. And now they send it into the far corner. Cowan chases it. Or Cohen. Barron can't get it out. Shot. Save. Big rebound. That was a shot by Matthews from the slot. Good opportunity for Toronto again. They've got 2 goals on 10 shots. Only 6 shots for Nashville, and I want to say like 5 of those were on the power play. We're under a minute to go now in the first period. Up ahead by Toronto, behind the net of Nashville. Nashville has it, skates it, and now passes out of their own end and chipped in, or dumped in. Battle in the near board, centering pass to the slot, shot and save saved by Primo. Nashville still has the puck with under 20 to go. That was a pass that went by everybody into the far corner. Is that Domi, number 11, who sends it up the near far boards? Yossi had it. Now he gets it back. There's only 3 seconds, though. He sends one on net just before the horn. So I think it'll be 10-8 shots on goal as we head to... now they took another one away from Toronto. So it's 9-8 shots on goal. All right, let's get the timer going for the second period start coming up. All right, it is, 9-8 shots on goal, but it's 2-0 Toronto after one. All right, let's look at the poll. 14 votes, 57% going for the Leafs at home tonight against Nashville. Nashville just won on the road in Ottawa Monday afternoon. All right, I will be taking a break shortly. No penalties except. Oh, I'm sorry. That's right. There was one. I just remembered. Yeah, Predators 0 for 1 on the power play. Waugh had a hooking against Svechkov. Goals were McCabe at 8:42, a wrister from the blue line. Assists Joshua and Tavares. Oliver Ekman-Larsson got credited, but it did go off of a Nashville Predator. He was trying to pass it to, I think it was Nylander. Benoit, or no. Nylander and Benoit had the assist. I forgot who was getting it. All right, so we'll do the goal visualizer here. So, yeah, we go all the way back. They had it in their own end. Here's Ekman-Larsson shot, and yeah, it got deflected by number 89, the Predators. He was trying to hit 63. So it was basically an own goal, but yeah. Credit going to Ekman-Larsson, who touched it last. All right, I'm going to take a quick break, and then I'll be back. Actually, let's go over the scores real quick. All right, that Canadiens game still has 5 minutes to go in the first. It can't be their home opener, but I'm guessing it is because they must have started late. 1-0 Habs over the Kraken. Still 5 minutes to go in the first. Yeah, this is our game. 2-0 Leafs over the Preds. Oilers Rangers tied at no score, 0-0 in the end of the first intermission. Lightning 1, Capitals 0 in the first intermission. That game, if you're interested, is on ESPN, as well as Wild Stars later, and we will have Hurricane Sharks here on Sinbin Stream. All right, I guess I can leave these scores up for you. Here's what's coming up this week and also later tonight. And here's the timer till the second period. Yeah, the NHL.com timer is usually... Yeah, see, this is 13:08. This one says 12:45. But they're... Yeah, there we go. But they're a couple minutes ahead. All right, I'll be back. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. If you're new, welcome. Hope you're enjoying the live stream. But best way to support the channel is by hitting like and or subscribe, because doing one or both does help with getting YouTube to recommend us to other potential viewers and helps us with growing the channel. And again, thank you so much for your support. Let's put the score in the chat too before I head off. All right, there we go. All right, I'll be back. Thanks, everybody. All right, we are back once again. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope you're having a great Tuesday, maybe Wednesday already around the world. Hope you stick with us for this game and will join us coming up in about 2 hours for Hurricanes at Sharks as well. All right. So far, first period, 2-0. Almost said Blue Jays. Gosh darn it. 2-0 Maple Leafs. Jake McCabe at 8:42, a wrister from the blue line. Assist by Joshua and Tavares. Then Oliver Ekman-Larsson credit on the goal. He was sending a pass, and it actually got tipped in by Nashville. And Nylander and Benoit had the assist. All right, so we're just about set for the third period, so I got to reset. Forgot to do that. All right. All right, so Toronto they're all blue and with white, numbers and striping. They'll be going left to right this period, and Nashville in their white jerseys with the yellow will be going right to left. So the opposite of what's shown here on NHL.com. All right, opening face-off. Toronto had it. Nashville at the red line, now chipped in. Toronto has it in the near corner. Nearboard battle by the face-off circle. Sent behind the net by Yossi. Nashville sends it in the far corner again. Up the far boards, pass 3-on-3. 4-on-4. Backhanders, kick save with the right pad by Primo. Sent ahead, or Primo. And did we get offsides or no, delayed penalty? I guess it was a delayed offsides. They didn't call it. And now we get icing on Nashville at 19:08 though. 9-9. They got one shot on net. Probably their best scoring opportunity of the game. Backhander from the slot, on the near face-off circle paint. And just a kick save. And 81 was frustrated. He couldn't lift it and get it in the net. Yeah, if he had any height on it, he probably beats, who is that? Anonin for, No, Primo. Anonin's the Predators goalie. All right, puck is in the near corner for Toronto's end. Send it around the end, out the far boards, knocked back in by Nashville. Cross-ice pass between the defensemen. Center ice battle. Nashville has it. O'Reilly. Forsberg does dump it in. O'Reilly chasing. Behind the net, Toronto. Not out. Predators keep it in. The O-zone shot. O'Reilly steered aside into the far corner unless the defenseman blocked it. 18:15 to go. Sent down the length of the ice. Nashville has it in their own end. Send it down the length of the ice into Toronto's end. Benoit is there. Number 2, I believe, on Toronto. Battle for the puck in the far faceoff circle. Pass ahead. He's got a breakaway shot. Oh, I think it was off the far post. Was that Matthews on the breakaway or somebody else? Golden opportunity for a 3-0 lead. And shot is into the far corner for Nashville. For now, they say, oh, yeah, they gave him 10 shots and then they took it away. Yeah, because I think that was off the post. All right. Toronto has it in their own end. Yeah, that breakaway, that could have been a goal, but I think he came to the near side and then flipped it off the post on the far post. Yeah, who is this? 74. Forehand, I think, yeah. I don't know if... oh, that should have been a save. Annunen got a little bit of his block, or one of his pads on it, and then it hit the post. So, yeah, as you say, it is 10-9. That should be a shot on goal. All right, puck is in the neutral zone after the faceoff in Nashville's O-zone. They retreat to their own end. And Toronto has it by the penalty box. Dump it in. And we got a whistle. Was that offsides or what? What was the call here? Oh, 81 took a shot off the knee. Joshua. Dakota Joshua. All right, 2-0. The draw is in front of the penalty box area, just outside the O-zone for Toronto. Nashville has it in their own end. Send it down the length of the ice. It was tipped into the far corner, so no icing. Held in at the blue line. Shot from the faceoff circle. Not gloved, and I think it went in. We have a goal for the Predators. At 16:39, I believe it was 47 McCarron. See what they call here. It deflected off of some. Oh, he tapped it in. He thought he had it saved, and it was trickling behind him. And 76 had the shot. It got deflected. It went 5-hole, and then McCarron slammed it in. Yeah, there shouldn't be any interference. Primo was out of the crease anyway, so that goal will stand. SKJEI on the assist and Perbix, but all their first assist and McCarron's first goal as play continues. All right, so 2-1. Shots are tied at 10-10 now. Toronto still up 1. They have the puck in the near boards. They dump it in at the blue line. Into the near corner. Yossi has it behind the net. Loses it. But McCarron is there. He sends it up the near boards. Dumped in by 36. Chased into the near corner. Smith is 36. He hits McCabe. Shot and another goal just outside. It's Holla. Wow. We are tied at 2. Holla from just inside the faceoff circle, between the faceoff circle and the crease, and buried it. Toronto couldn't get it out from behind their own net. A good pass to Holla, and he buried it. I think far, would have been blocker side past Primo. So we are tied. Too quick. Yeah, wow, what a shot. Because Primo had the near post sealed, and Holla buried it. Wow. I wonder if Toronto, whoops, 15:55. What the heck? I must have forgot to start the clock. I think Toronto might have used their timeout. It's Holla from Weisblatt or Weisblatt. We'll say Weisblatt. Holla's second goal and Weisblatt's first assist. Wiesblatt. I don't know. Their Toronto coach is fired up, trying to get his team to wake up. I don't know if he used their timeout or not, but we're back for this face-off. Holla against Tavares, center ice. Toronto gets the puck and dumps it in. Oh, collision behind the net. Both players down. Centering pass just outside the crease. No shot, though, and Nashville's going the other way. They have a 4-on-3. Now it's 4-on-4. Backhand pass. Holla, far board, sends it down behind the net. Chipped out, but not out of the zone. Now it's out at center ice. Baron, or Barron. Yeah, I don't think it's Baron. Baron. Up ahead. Riley tries to stay onside. O'Reilly, I think. Shot. That was way wide and into the netting by Marchessault at 15-12. They're showing yesterday highlights. Detroit won in Toronto 3-2. Oh, I thought there was a second assist. Oh, no, this is the first goal. McCarron from 76 and Perbix. Holla from Weisblatt. All right, behind their own net, Toronto with the puck. Forsberg chasing. Maybe they're getting line changes. Under 15 in the second period. Forsberg's shot went just wide of the bar, maybe a little high from the near side, like the face-off area. Toronto can't get anything going, and Predators take it into the O-zone and lose the puck immediately, though. Up ahead, Toronto can't keep it in the zone. 40 for Nashville. Swung and missed, but we got a penalty coming up on Toronto at 14:20. Who's the call on? 23 doesn't like the call. I guess it's 23. I think it was 2 minutes for hooking. Svechkov got tripped or hooked by Knies. Knies, I assume. I don't think it would be Knies. All right, power play coming up for Nashville. 2-minute minor. Just tied it up. 2-2. O'Reilly wins the draw. Yossi near face-off circle. Back out to O'Reilly. Cross ice. Far face-off circle. Shot from the dot. Big rebound on the save, but Toronto will... No, they don't get it out of the zone. And it's deflected into the far board, sent around to the near boards. Nashville still in their O-zone. Sent to the near corner. Now, okay. Oh, I thought Nashville kept it in. Now they have to retreat to their own end. 13:42 to go. Shot is blocked and now cleared again. 12-10 shots on goal, Nashville. It was 9-1, I swear, at one point. They kept going like 10, then back to 9. I don't think Toronto's had really any, other than that breakaway that was saved and then off the post. That's been the lone offense for the Leafs here in the second period. Battle for the puck. Far board sent back to the blue line by Nashville. Shot from the top of the faceoff circle. That is saved into the crowd at 13:03. And 13 shots on goal for Nashville now. All right. 43 seconds left on the Nashville 5-on-4 power play. The one-man advantage. Toronto's killed over a minute of it. Wah against Holla. We get a psych, and they kick out Holla from the draw. Come on, just drop the puck. I hate this. Finally, there's the face-off. Toronto gets it and clears it. It's going to go all the way down the length of the ice. Played in the corner by 76. I got to get a pronunciation for that guy. Pass ahead. Holla dumps it into the far corner. Toronto sends it right back down the length of the ice. Another clearing attempt. Or clear. Taken out of their own end. Holla. Pass ahead. Far boards. Kept in at the blue line. Shot from the center, like in the blue line area. I don't know if that got through, though. Power play is almost over. Pass down low. They had a shot from the slot. Two great passes. Either saved or blocked into the corner. We're 5-on-5 again. Shot from the slot. Another one. But might have been blocked because I don't see the shots on goal increasing yet. Sent down the length of the ice. Yossi has it behind the Toronto net. Sends it up the near boards. Kept in. Might have been Stamkos who kept it in. And now Toronto has it. And there goes my TV feed. Oh, great. All right. ESPN Plus just crashed on me. Maybe we'll try the Nashville feed. Gosh darn it. What the heck, ESPN? So let me pause my clock in case something's going on and I miss it. Oh, of course. While there's a goal. Awesome. So Toronto just scored and I missed it. As I wait for ESPN to wake up. Gosh, frickin' darn it. 3-2 Toronto. I'm trying to find my game again. All right, I'm just going to go to the Predators. We'll try that one this time. I don't know why the app crashed. That's awesome. Oh, come on. Man, this is slow. All right, we're back underway. 10:57 to go. I'll try to get the details of that goal later. So 3-2 Toronto. I completely did not see the goal. 14-11 shots on goal. It was Tavares, his first goal of the year from Nylander and Ekman Larson. A wrister at 8:49. Yeah, right after the app crashed on me, ESPN Plus. We'll see. Maybe the Nashville feed will not crash, but I bet you it was just the ESPN app. Yeah, I saw Stadium Arena. In 2005, the Islanders had a minor league affiliate with the Bridgeport Sound Tigers of AHL and Trenton Titans ECHL. Okay, I got it. All right, Toronto has it. Now it's chipped out of there by Nashville. Tanev with it in his own end. Sends it to the neutral zone. Pass into the far corner. Toronto has it in the near corner. Sends it back to the blue line. Tanev sends it behind the net. Up the near boards. Wah pass. Kept in at the blue line. Toronto still has it. Working in the far corner. Near or far faceoff circle. Pass to the slot. A shot. Good save with the stick into the far corner. And Nashville has to clear it. So 14-12 now. Shots on goal. And we got a whistle. At 9:03. All right, we'll get the goal visualizer then on that Toronto goal when it's up. Yeah, apologies. ESPN Plus just crashed on me. All right, here we go. Here's the Tavares goal. So Tavares is 91. 88. He's on the crease. He must have, yeah, I don't know if he tipped it or deflected it or got it in just for outside the crease. Try to see that again. So 91 is Tavares. He gets right in front of the goalie. Pass or shot from the far face-off dot, and then it just goes into the near post. All right, well, if we get a look at it, only one penalty each period, both on Toronto. But the Nashville goals were even strength, and obviously all three of Toronto's were even strength as well. So I think that was the under 14 media timeout. We're still going to have to be due for the under 10. All right, Canadians and Kraken tied at 1. Oilers up 1-0 on the Rangers. Lightning up 1-0 on the Capitals. And we've got the 3-2 game, so we picked the right game. Again, stay tuned. We'll have another live stream tonight. Hurricanes at Sharks. Canes are 2-0-0. Sharks are 0-0-2. Oh, no. I thought the app just crashed again. It was timing out. Oh, it's okay. Okay, where's the goal? No, they're not showing the goal. This was that shot that got saved into the corner. All right. Whoops. Let's go back to this. All right. Face off near, I think, the penalty box area. Yeah, it's just outside the defensive zone for Nashville. Toronto won the draw, but they lose it at neutral ice, and Nashville sends it into the near corner. Sent out by Benoit, chasing it down the length of the ice. Shot, and I don't know where that hit. I don't know if that hit the crossbar or the goalpost, or it hit off. It had a weird bounce off the glass. I don't know. All of a sudden, it came out of nowhere and just bounced right in front. All right, 14-12 still. Shots on goal. Now Nashville leading. Up the far boards in front of their own bench. Toronto dumps it into the near corner. Played out of there by Nashville. Centering pass. Nashville carries it in. They wave off the offsides. Looked like, I don't know, might have been offsides, but in the near corners, back to the blue line, passing to the far face-off circle. Centering pass goes off a stick or a skate into the near corner. Toronto gets it to the neutral zone. Tavares has it. He leaves it at the blue line. In the slot, in the near face-off circle now, still no shots on goal out of the Leafs on this possession. Tanev cross-ice pass. Tavares with it, sends it behind the net in the near boards. Now Nashville has it behind their own net. 15-12 shots on goal. Again, not much for Toronto. They have, where's the shots on goal by period? I guess they don't have them on when I have it displayed like this. Weird. Okay. Matthews has it. He loses it in front of the Predators bench. O'Reilly, his pass gets deflected into the near board, sent to the near corner. Battling for the puck. O'Reilly gets it, centers it. It goes over to the far boards, though. Far corner, battle for the puck. Back to the blue line. Shot by Forsberg and a glove save by Primeau at 6:32. So we're probably due for the under 10 media timeout. And that one should be on net. Yeah, it is 16-12. Yeah, I can check the shots on goal in a minute. By period, because there has not been a lot for Toronto. All right, let me know. Is that easier to read? No, it's still pretty difficult. It looks a little better. But, yeah, this is just for my reference. So if I need to look up a number. All right, again, Caden Primo is in net for Toronto. Justus Annunen for the Predators. Yeah, Domi is 11. Oh, yeah, Yarncroc had a goal again. I think he had did he have the only goal against, what game did I do? Toronto, Detroit. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, because, Toronto swept them in that home and home then. I mean, Detroit did. Wait, is that possible? Yeah. Yeah. Because they won 6-3. Detroit had 2 empty net goals, and then it looks like they won 3-2 yesterday. Was going to do that game, but it got moved up because the Blue Jays game was that night, and so they moved the Maple Leaf face-off time up, or puck drop. Oh, that's right. They have Morgan Riley, 44. And then Ryan O'Reilly is number 90 for Nashville. Okay. All right. All right. We'll get the shots by period at the second intermission, probably. All right. Face off in the defensive zone for Toronto in the far face-off circle. And guess what? Somebody got kicked out. It was Wah. Now Yarncroc steps in. Or is it Jarncroc? It's got to be Yarncroc. Maple Leafs win the draw. They chip it out. And Nashville sends it back in. Did they wave icing? No, they did not. Maybe Stamkos iced it at 6:24. So I don't know. Maybe a defender in their own end. It seemed odd that their own blue line, they just dumped it in. Willsby's out there, 83. Svechkov, 40. Evangelista, 77. And of course, the OC, 59. And I assume Stamkos are the 5, 4. Yeah. For Nashville after the icing. Benoit sends one from the blue line. I think it got tipped wide, though, for Toronto. They keep it in at the blue line. I see Tavares out there. I see Ekman Larson. And Nashville has it. We got a 2-on-2. And the far boards battle. Sent in, far corner. Benoit behind his own net. Sends it up. Can't get it out. Now the Toronto gets it out. Tavares sends it down the length of the ice. No icing, though. Yossi retreats behind the Nashville end. You would think they got to get the line change. Yeah, there goes Nashville. Tanev has it behind the Toronto end. Toronto net. Far corner. Nashville centered it. It's in the crease. I believe Primo was able to freeze it. And we got some clutching and grabbing here of jerseys. Whoa, we're going to head to commercial while they're still upset at each other. 5:27 to go. Second period. 2-0 Toronto after one. Nashville quickly got 2 goals in the first 4 minutes to tie it up. And then while ESPN crashed on me, I missed the goal by who was it? Tavares. So I have not seen that goal yet because I was getting the app going. Hello, Star Strider. Okay, the Wild, another stadium arena. I swear these are bots. Wild has a minor league affiliate with the Arrows. Yeah, I've heard of the Arrows, AHL. They used to be in was it the WHA? I think the World Hockey, maybe WHL, World Hockey League. And Wildcatters. Go Pred, says Star Strider. Yeah, they looked terrible in the first period. Then they looked great first 4 minutes of the second period. Yeah. I mean, they were down 9-1 in shots and 2-0 on the scoreboard for a little bit. Let me hope this is more legible. I used Chrome tonight to make it look a little bigger. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to stop putting them on the screen, though. I'll acknowledge it. They seem harmless. They're not posting links, but it's very strange because then when we called them out as bots, they suddenly, said, "Oh, my favorite team is such and such." It was very strange. So, all right, real quick, the shots on goal, 9 in the first for Toronto, 3 in the second, and they've got a goal off of it. And Nashville's been 8-8. Yeah, they were down like 9-1 in shots at one point, though. Yeah, I don't understand the point of these spamming of like Wikipedia info. O'Reilly, Stamkos, Forsberg out on the ice. That's the forward line. In the far face-off circle, Toronto wins the draw. They get it out of their own end. Nashville in their near corner. I got to learn how to say 76's name. O'Reilly gets a pass back in the far face-off circle. Blue line pass into the near corner. They were trying to hit Stamkos in the near face-off circle. Oh, somebody just got tripped. No call against Toronto. Wow. Thought the Predators were going to get their third power play of the game, but nothing. It looked like a trip to me. Still Forsberg, Haula, Stamkos, Yossi, and Wilsby on the ice now, according to the TV broadcast for Nashville. Over a minute for the defensive pairing. McCabe and Tanev. Battle for the puck behind the Nashville net. Bunting gets it up ahead, dumped in by Nashville, and now sent out. Neutral zone, Toronto. Matthews dumps it in from the red line, sent up the near boards. Is that Bunting? Drop pass. Bunting chases behind the net. Up ahead, Toronto in the neutral zone. Far face-off circle shot, save. Into the near corner. Now behind the net again for Toronto. Long shot from the blue line. Big rebound as it went behind the net. And that shot, I don't know if it got through off the rebound. Now they're saying 16-13 shots on goal. Let me check my time. 3:39 to go. Yeah. Oh, blocked shot. Oh, no, another goal by Toronto. It somehow got by him at 3:36. Oh, man, I don't know what the heck happened on that one. It is Bobby McCann, or Bobby McCain, maybe? McMann. McMahon, maybe? Why am I saying McMahon? Near post. Oh, man, it was just weird, like, shot. Near post. Wasn't sealed off. We don't have the assisters yet. Again, not Stolarz tonight for the Maple Leafs. Primu, and not Saros for the Predators. It's Annunen. And we got fisticuffs in front of the Toronto goal after a save. But it's 4-2 Toronto with 3:26 to go. 17-14 shots. Rangers are down 1-0. Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't see it. It was near post. It like the defenseman blocked it, but then McMahon got it right back, and then I don't know if it fluttered over the goalie's glove or his pad on his would be his left leg or what. I didn't get a good look at it. Shot into the far corner wide off the faceoff win for Nashville. Sent ahead, taken over by Toronto by their own bench. They lose the puck. 76 gets it to neutral ice. Battle, center ice, 2-on-2 for Nashville. Now it's a 4-on-4. Shot, save by Primeau. Toronto has it. Watt, center ice. Stick handles into the near boards. He loses the puck. And Nashville trying to chip it in. Did we get a whistle? I think maybe Nashville was offsides at 2:50. Oh, now it's getting a little chippy. Yeah, it looked like a garbage goal, Star Strider, but yeah. Yeah, I can't do the Stars tonight. They're on ESPN. Ooh, Oliver Ekman-Larsson not happy about something. We got 19-14 shots on goal, but 4-2 as Toronto got both those early second period goals back already and are up 2 again. Face-off just outside the defensive zone for Toronto. Preds chip it in. Riley in the near corner. Tries to get it out. Can't. Nashville was battling for Toronto. Still in the far corner. We got McCarron, Weissblatt, Smith, Yossi, and Wilsby on the ice for Nashville. Yeah, I kind of like that they put that up there. All right, Nashville carries the puck into the zone. Shot from the top face-off circle. A glove save. I think it was on target. Yeah, it's getting chippy behind the net. 47-25 exchanging shoves. Looked like a punch out of 25. They're still chirping. McCarron and 25 on Toronto is Brandon Carlo. Do we have a penalty, though? Oh, yeah, we got a coincidental minors. Let's see. So they send off Carlo and somebody else. I guess, yeah, 47. So 25 and 47. McCarron. Yeah, they both grabbed each other's jersey. Couple punches, more so by Toronto. And we get coincidental minors. We'll have 2 minutes of 4-on-4. Whoops. Yeah, Carlo and McCarron for roughing. All right, shot into the near corner, not on target. 20-14 shots on goal. Backhander steered into the behind the net. Under 2 minutes to go in the second period. Shot, I think, was blocked into the far corner, now behind the net. Toronto might finally get it out of their own end. They pass it to center ice. Matthews has it. I think they're trying to get a line change. 88 now. Is that Nylander? Oh, man, a pass to the crease. And almost a shot on goal and then a wraparound attempt. No good. Behind the net. Yossi's there, but so are 2 Leafs. And finally, that is Forsberg. He'll take it to the red line. Now, oh, he got tied up by the stupid linesman. Then the puck goes down and Nashville goalie, they end up playing it up the near boards. Man, the stupid linesman got in the way of the puck. Forsberg would have had, maybe a good shot on net. Still 40 seconds to go in the 4-on-4. That shot by Ekman-Larsson is wide. and it's into the neutral zone. 47 seconds to go. Second period. Ekman Larson, former Oiler. Now Tavares, former Islander. Back. Neutral zone. 14 seconds in the 4-on-4. By the bench area. Toronto carries the puck. Drop pass. Taken away. Hala, I believe, with the puck. Shot from the far faceoff circle. Dot. Saved. Going the other way. Domi. Shot from the far faceoff circle. It was the guy that came out of the penalty box. And that should do it for the second period. All right, let's get the timer going for the third period. 22-15 shots on goal, Nashville, but they're trailing 4-2 now. 22-15. So let me fix that. All right. Oh, excuse me. Should win that one. Okay. I'm not sure. That's a good question. Yeah. So, yeah, I was just going because Ekman Larson used to be on the Oilers, and Tavares, I think one more year on Toronto, he'll be on the Maple Leafs as long as he was an Islander. I think he's 1 year short with this year. What was I doing? Oh yeah, let's get the timer up for the second period. Yeah, don't forget Hurricanes Sharks later tonight. All right, let's go through we'll go through all the goals. McCabe from Joshua and Tavares. Arister from the blue line at 8:42. Ekman Larson on a centering pass got deflected off of a skate or a stick by Nashville and into the net. Nylander and Benoit on the assist. McCarron, Rister, Skay, however you say that, 76, and Perbix on the assist. I forgot where that one was from. Arister at 3:21 of the second. Then Hala at 4:05. So less than how much was that later? 39. Only 44 seconds apart. And just over 4 minutes into the game, second period. Arister from Hala from Weissblatt. Tavares, again, that was while my ESPN app decided to crash on me. I missed that goal. Arister from Tavares in front of the net. It was right outside the crease. Nylander and Ekman Larson on the assist. And Bobby McMahon here. Arister from the near side beaten glove side. And the assist by Robertson and Ekman Larson. So Ekman Larson got 2 assists in that second period, his first 2 of the year. And penalties, again, 0 for 2 on the power play by Nashville. That was like the only time they got like 5 shots, I think, on the power play or more in that first period of their 8 shots. Nyes, or I'm assuming hooking at 5:40 was the penalty this period, and coincidental minors for roughing McCarron and Carlo. 54% to 45%, or 54 to 46, rounded up. Face-offs in favor of Nashville. Again, after being down about 9-1 in shots, now they're up 22-15. So only 6 shots on net second period for Toronto. They scored on 2 of them. 2 out of 14 for Nashville in that period. Yeah, 0 for 2 on the power play. 16-14 Nashville on the hits. 9-7 block shots Toronto. 12-9 giveaways Toronto. Takeaways even 2-2. This is the first matchup between these two teams. They'll play in Nashville December 20th. As the neighborhood dogs are barking. All right, we'll take a look at the scoreboard. Oh, gotcha. You're much younger than me, Star Strider. All right. Well, let's check the poll. 60% of the 20 votes think Maple Leafs, 40% Predators. All right, let's check the scoreboard. There's 3 other games going on right now. Knights Flames about to face off in about 20 or so minutes. Later on ESPN, Wild at the Stars. Again, I don't get that game or whatever game they have. I think they have Lightning Capitals right now. I just have ESPN Plus, so I get the out of market everything besides the Blackhawks and everything besides what's on ESPN, the channel, and anything that's on TNT or NHL Network, but everything else. Gonna try and stay away from 9:30 Central starts as well. But we will have Hurricane Sharks a little over an hour at 9. All right, here's the scores. Canadians are up 2-1 over the Kraken. Yeah, that game must have had a late start. They still have 3:15 to go in the second. And Oilers 1, Rangers 0, 2:30. Second intermission. They're getting close to starting the third. Capitals tied it up with the Lightning 1-1. Second intermission. Lightning still have 1:26 left of a 5-on-4 power play when they resume play in the third. So this is the third of 4 games. This one's a little slower. Wondering if this is Montreal's opening night, if that's why they were delayed. I would have thought everybody would have opened at home by now. All right, I'm going to take a quick break, and then I'll be right back. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Thanks, everybody who has liked and subscribed. Doing one or both does help with getting YouTube to recommend us to other potential viewers and helps us with growing the channel. And thanks again for your support. All right, we'll cue up the music, and then I'll take a break. All right, 1 second. Let's make sure this is muted, up to date. Looks like it. Yep. Oh my gosh, I wish the dogs would shut the heck up. What are they yapping about? Let's go to page 2 of the music. All right, let's go with this one. All right, I'll be right back. Thanks, everybody. All right, we are back. Pardon me, just put some eye drops in. All right, still 5-ish minutes till third period starts. Thanks for being here. Yeah, again, we got Hurricanes, Sharks later tonight, just over an hour from now. Tomorrow night, Senators at Sabres. Yeah, this is the only choices because there's only 4 games and 2 of them are on TNT. Senators, Sabres, and then may have to join Flames, Mammoth already in progress, or dump out of Senators, Sabres first. As Buffalo's already 0-3, their season off to a bad start. Some fan tossed their jersey on the ice at the end of the game. They've had enough in Buffalo. It's been like 14 years. It's just they have not had much luck. I saw a graph of like they were like 76 games above 500 like 14 years ago, and now they're back down to where they were near after their expansion coming into the league, like in the 70s. All right. All right, so yeah, doubleheader tomorrow night, then Thursday night football, Steelers, Bengals. Friday night, no doubleheader possible, so Sharks at Mammoth, 8 o'clock Central. And then Saturday night, usually used to be my day off. I don't know if I could do a quadruple header, but don't want to do that. So we're going to do Hurricanes at Kings, as I want to do some Kings games. It's Kopitar's last season. He's going to retire after this season. And at any rate. And the Hurricanes, that's what I was going. Hurricanes are the Chicago Wolves are the affiliate for the Hurricanes. Sebastian Aho from Carolina, will trade it? I have no idea. Your guess is as good as mine. Stadium Arena, 1992. Hey, Peter McPeter. The Sharks channel. No. That's why I went and just did... Sorry, the one channel member I think does like the Sharks. And tomorrow night, it was just a coincidence because that was the only game. I'm sorry, tonight was just a coincidence. It's the only game at 9 o'clock. First of all, I hate the Ducks. I'm not a big Penguins fan either. I just like their logos. But I don't want to do 9:30 games. I'm going to try to only do 9 as the latest. So there we go. Yeah, that too. There's 2 Sebastian Ahos? I didn't know that. Thanks, Peter. Yeah, don't worry. I may just pick the games instead of, but I let there was, yeah. I don't know what's going on with this. 92 is the only one that like talks the most. Like the other ones will post something, and then if I don't respond, they'll delete it and repost it again. It's very odd. It seems harmless, so if it means views, I don't really want to ban them as long as it's not. Gotcha. Okay. What is it? GFGI? Is that what you're telling me, Peter McPeter? On the aisles. Okay. All right, let's get set for the third. Yeah, again, tonight the Sharks were the only game that was at 9 Central. That's why I chose that one. That I put this up to a vote. Nashville Toronto was picked. But it was only a choice of 3 because I don't get the ESPN game, so I don't have Wild Stars, and I think they have Lightning Capitals right now. All right, let's get set. That's why I decided I better do the Kings game Saturday since I'm missing 2 because of football. All right, let's take the timer down too. Yeah, yep, exactly. So I guess Phoenix, and I guess they're going to be the Coyotes. It's sort of like the Browns situation. They're going to be back. Atlanta's going to be back. Third time's the charm. I don't know about that. And something else. Oh, okay, thanks, Mac. Enjoy the Warriors. It's preseason. We'll have the Warriors next Tuesday for you, but thank you. Hope you're doing better. See, 1972. Aho is on the Islanders, number 25. So, all right, that's what Peter McPeter thought. All right, we're about set to start here. All right, Toronto in all blue going right to left. Again, Nashville in their mostly white with yellow, yokes and cuffs. Dumped into the ozone for Toronto. Centering pass. I think that might have gone off the post. Another shot and a save. Wow. Hot start for the Leafs here in the third. Already up 2-0. I don't know. I think that's the rumor. I especially don't understand Atlanta. Third time, really? I forgot the other one. It's like they're going to expand 4, and it seems like they think 3 are a done deal. I got to look at Twitter. All right, off the draw, Toronto controls it, but I don't think they got a shot, and we get it cleared. Was that a delayed offsides, or was that a penalty? No, it looked like a delayed offsides. 21-16 in the shots on goal. So they took one away from Nashville, and then just one for Toronto then here in the third. Worked behind the net for Toronto, behind the Nashville net, up the far boards. Did O'Reilly? O'Reilly can't get it out. Now the Nashville has it at the red line. Far face-off circle shot. Saved behind the net. Forsberg tries to center it, but Matthews took it away and neutral ice. Forsberg tips it ahead. Centers it. Got by O'Reilly. And taken out of the zone by Toronto. Matthews tips it back to his defenseman, though. Forsberg. Oh, shoot. Now they changed. So Forsberg, Yost. No, they're still changing. They keep putting. They have on the ice, and they've changed it 3 times. So I'll just wait. Chipped into the far corner. McMahon there. Yossi there. Behind the Nashville net. Near corner. Back behind the net. Nashville goes out the far side and chips it by the bench area. Down the length of the ice. Ekman Larson there. Preds keep it in at the blue line, though. Nope. Either it hit the netting or it did go offside at 18 minutes to go. Whoops, I hit the wrong button. 18 minutes to go. I don't know why I went the wrong way. (22-16) shots on goal now. Face off. Behind the net. Riley takes a hit, sends it up the ice for Toronto, but that's going to be icing, though, at 17:49. Yeah, let me look up Twitter real quick. Maybe I can find it. I can't remember Who was talking about it? Yeah, of course, my internet's super slow. Let me look at either Frank Saravelli or Pierre LeBrun, however you say his name. All right, up ahead by the Nashville bench area. Finally sent into the ozone by Toronto. Behind the net, they finally clear it out to the neutral ice, but Toronto has it back in their own defensive end. By the Toronto bench, they send it in. Did anybody touch that? Nope, that's going to be icing on Toronto again at 17:27. 22-16 shots on goal. All right, let's see Frank's feed, if he said anything about it. Yeah, Peter, I don't know if you heard that Tkachuk is out again for like 4 weeks for Ottawa. He got hurt, cross-check, I think, by, might have been Yossi. Like his hand or something. All right, Nashville has it in their own end. Centers it. Now they're in the ozone. 48, top of the circle. Shot, and then a kick save into the near corner. Now back in for Nashville. Far face-off circle. Centering pass goes through everybody into the near corner. Shot is blocked or mishandled. Matthews is on the ice, and they chip it up. 76 for Nashville has it behind his own end. Nyes, or however you say K-N-E-S, is chasing. 48, sends it across. Centers to 47. Oh, and the net comes off the moorings. Holy cow. I don't know if he got hit or what. That was a hard collision. We might have a penalty coming up. $16:32. Weisblatt, I think, checked 63. Hit him so hard that he crashed into the near post. So 89 off for 2 minutes. So Toronto already up 2, and now they head to the power play. So 5-on-4 advantage for Toronto as Weisblatt gets 2 minutes for interference. Boy, he checked him into next week. That was a hard hit. He just completely dislodged the net. It was just a, ferocious hit. Surprised we haven't had a fight yet. All right, we got Nyes, Tavares, Riley, Matthews, and Nylander on the ice for the power play. So the road team does that. I don't know why the Canadian feed, I thought they would do that, and they didn't. Toronto can't clear it. Matthews held it in. Near boards. They work it around to Tavares. Now it's chipped out by Nashville, and Matthews retreats in front of his own net. Passes ahead. I think that's Nyes. No, Riley. Now they skate it in. Nyes has it now, number 23 in the near face-off circle. Back to the blue line, Riley. He sends it to the near corner. Back to Riley at the blue line. Worked, centered, near face-off circle. Matthews tried to hit somebody in the far face-off circle. I think it was Tavares, and he missed. Nashville gets a quick change for their penalty kill unit. Still got Nyes, Matthews, Tavares, Nylander, and Riley, though. Shot from the near face-off circle by Nyes goes wide. 23-16 still shots on goal. And Nashville is able to clear it down the length of the ice. Looks like Riley behind his own net. He's got to be looking. Oh, Matthews finally got off the ice. Nylander needs to change now. He's been out there over a minute. Oh, Domi lost the puck or got it knocked away. Ekman Larson had it. Now they retreat in the neutral zone. There's only 32 seconds to go on the power play. 15 minutes to go in the game. All right, Toronto carries it into the O zone, near boards. Back to the blue line. Ekman Larson, cross ice pass to Domi. Behind the net, near boards. Centering pass and a shot. I think it hit the bar. Either the crossbar or the near post. Unless that was a phenomenal save, but it came off of there pretty hard. Centering by the crease. That doesn't get through either. Full strength, 23-18 shots on goal. So Toronto kept the pressure on, but didn't get anything off the power play. As we got 14-14 to go in the third period. Yeah, 0 for 1 shot on the power play. All right, Toronto with the puck behind the net. Centering pass. Shot, save, into the near corner. Toronto still controlling the puck. Battle behind the net. Wah can't get there. Nashville finally gets it out of their own end. Forsberg with the puck. Far faceoff circle. Shot, save, rebound in front of the net. No dice for Nashville. Into the far corner now, into the near corner. McCabe. And Toronto, Nashville keeps it in. Cross ice pass, shot from the faceoff circle, and it's a good save by Primu. He's having a pretty good night tonight. 13:26 to go. We got the under 4. Yeah, that hit the bar. Robertson, number 89, rocketed a shot. It went, what side would that be? Blocker side, over his shoulder, and he ripped it off the near post. That was a heck of a shot. All right. Heck of a scoring opportunity. Oh, they say 25-18 shots on goal now. Yeah, they definitely, yeah, that's right. That last possession, they had a few. Oh, I can't get this. I got to adjust the mic. All right, 1 second. Let's look at, what they were talking about expansion-wise. If I found it. I don't know who. Nah, this is old. Where did I see it? Gosh darn it. Forgot who posted it or where I read it about expansion. Well, they play 60 minutes, same as football. It's just they have 3 20-minute periods. Basketball's much shorter. But the games still take forever because of fouls. And they have way more timeouts. Hockey, you only get 1 team timeout each. Oh, come on. This app's got to... And, NBA, you get 7. You can only carry 4 to the final fourth period or fourth quarter. Yeah, I can't find it. I'll have to look at my feed. Yeah, but it was like 3 of the 4 expansion cities are pretty well known, and I was just like, ugh. Why are we doing Phoenix again, and why on earth are we doing Atlanta a third time? Great, we got fans standing up in front of the camera. Battle for the puck. Nashville almost had a goal just outside the crease. View was obstructed for a little bit. Back to the blue line. They send it in behind the net. Still behind the net. Now Toronto skates it out. 88 with the puck. Shot from the face-off, far face-off circle is saved and frozen at 12:59 to go. 25-19. So I guess Nashville didn't get any shots there. I know they only played 48 minutes. I think the NBA should go back to, or should reduce their games to 40 in an effort to speed them up. They take way too long. But yeah, the only even comparison is the NFL. NFL has 4 15-minute quarters, then NHL has 3 20-minute periods. They have they don't have 2-minute warnings, but they have the under 14, under 10, and under 6 commercial break. And their intermissions are 18 minutes each, but they still, games are quicker than an NFL game somehow. All right, Nashville has it into the O-zone. Battle on the far boards. Kept in at the blue line. 47 with it. Far corner. And finally, Toronto gets it out of their own end. Both teams look to be making changes. 76 behind his own net for Nashville. 12:20 to go in the game. Nashville down 2. No goals in the third here for either team. Tanev in the corner. Leafs still can't get it out, though. Nashville pinching it on the... Stastny is there. Sent into the near corner. And held it. Oh, they had it held in. Now they dump it back in. Oh, somebody got tripped. No call for Nashville. And Nyes has it shot, and it's blocked into the netting behind the goal at 11:38. So we had the under 14 timeout. We have not gotten to the under 10 yet. Yeah, it's just crazy. They play 60 minutes. They take 2 18-minute intermissions, and yet they get a game in usually as quick as an NBA game. And quicker than 60-minute NFL game, despite their efforts to speed up the NFL. At least it doesn't take as long as college football. That's why I can't watch college football. It just takes way too long. Nashville wins the draw. They send it up by the benches into the O-zone. Backhander is blocked by a defenseman, and Yossi couldn't keep it in the O-zone. Behind the net. Far corner, still Toronto puck. Behind the Nashville net now. Backhander. He was going to try and wrap it around. Didn't work. Knocked away. Why am I blanking on 91's name on Nashville? The former Lightning player. My goodness. Stamkos. I was just blanking on Stamkos. Cross-ice pass. Shot. Blocked, gloved away. Benoit has it. He pokes it out, and it got deflected into the bench area at 10:43. Totally blanked on Stamkos' name. Could not, for the life of me, come up with it. 26-19 shots on goal. All right, Tavares to take the draw for Toronto. Won by Toronto. They get it out of their own end. Neutral ice. Domi has it. Centering pass gets deflected. Nashville trying to go the other way and counter. 77 gets hit. He gets the puck back. Shot and a glove save. That might have been wide of the net. That was Evangelista at 10:25, number 77. They said shot on goal. Boy, I thought that one was wide of the net. Let me check NHL.com. Yeah, all right. I thought he gloved it to the side of the net, but they called it a shot on goal. I forgot they got Jost and Yossi. Jost, Svechkov, Evangelista, Yossi, and Wilsby on the ice for Nashville. Draw in their own end near faceoff circle. Nashville wins it, but Toronto has it off a blocked shot. They have it at neutral ice. And they're just passing it back and forth. Somebody blew a tire, was on his knees, got recovered Passes to 63. Shot is wide to the far corner. Tanev dumps it in to the near corner. Centering pass, no good. And Evangelista passes. Shot from the far face-off dot. Doesn't get through. Went through or knocked through into the far corner. That was a pretty good shot and a good scoring attempt for Nashville. It still says 27-19 shots on goal. Yeah, I guess that one wasn't on net. All right, Ekman-Larsson dumps it in behind the goal. Matthews pursued, but Nashville skates it out of their own end. Now it's a turnover, 2-on-1. Toronto, Matthews, back to Matthews, and a goal. Incredible give and go by Toronto. And that should just about do it for this game. Turnover and a beautiful give and go by Matthews. He got it back and buried it. Nothing the goalie could do, as it was a 2-on-1. Yeah, Matthews from the far face-off circle got it back from Nyes and then just buried it. Nyes had it. It was a good give and go. It was like a one-timer pass, if that makes sense. Actually, he did stop it, and nothing. What's his name could do in net. Annunen, he had to commit to the player with the puck, and just nothing he could do to recover in time. 9:10 to go. Shot saved by Antonin. Nashville on a counter. Into the far corner. Trailing by 3. Under 9 to go now. Toronto gets it near boards and sends it down the length of the ice. No icing, though. And Perbix, number 48, with the puck. Sends it up the near boards. Played off the board by the goalie, Primu. Into the far... O'Reilly chips it to the blue line. Cross-ice pass. Yossi looking. Centers it. Gets blocked. And Toronto on the counter. And Nyes gets tripped by Wilsby. And that'll be... Oh, it's getting ugly in the corner. As play continued. Yeah, delayed penalty. I stopped the clock a little early, but Wilsby will be heading to the penalty box, number 83, and that'll be another Toronto power play. So let's delete that. 8:18 to go. Things are looking dire for the Predators, unfortunately. All right. Let's check out. Oh, wait, hang on. Let's fix the shots on goal first. It is 27. Well, 27-21. They take them down for the power play? That's odd. All right, let's check in on the other scores tonight. No finals yet. Wow, Kraken and Canadiens tied at 3. 12:54 to go. Yeah, that game started the latest. Oilers still hanging on by 1 goal, 1-0 over the Rangers. 2:11 to go in the third. Now 2:01 to go. And on ESPN, Lightning and Capitals tied up at 2, 9:55 to go in the third. And underway, Flames strike first in Calgary, 1-0 over the Knights, 11:52 to go in the first. Wild Stars will be on ESPN in like 15 or more minutes. Yeah, there's no way this game's going to be done and they're going to be ready by 8:45. But we will have Hurricane Sharks, and we'll keep an eye on Penguins Ducks as well. Yeah, highest scoring. Well, this is the highest scoring now at 5-2. But yeah, that 3-3 game though, pretty good. But yeah, 1-0, 2-2. That's a pretty good game in Washington or wherever the Capitals play. All right, guess what? They kicked somebody out of the draw for Toronto. Matthews takes the draw and wins it on the power play. And the puck is frozen in the crease by, gosh darn it, what is Antonin? Is that his name? Annunen. I don't know. How do you say Annunen? Annunen. All right, 8:13 to go in the game. Leafs on the power play. Tavares wins the draw. Shot is wide or deflected wide and backhanded over the glass by Smith. Was that another penalty, though? Oh, excuse me. Okay, I guess it got tipped because it was not a penalty for delay a game. Face off, won by Nashville. They send it out. No, kept in at the blue line. Was that Nylander? Is he 88? Yeah. Tavares in the slot. Shot. Oh, wow. That didn't go in? Holy crap. I thought they scored. There was a wide open net. They missed. I thought for sure that was a goal. Some great passing in front of the net, and somebody missed a wide open goal. That was insane. Yes, Mac. 3 20-minute periods. They take 18 minutes at intermission at first and second intermission. There are no ties. They have overtime losses or shootout losses. It's the third number in the standings. So the Leafs are 1-2-0. The Predators have 2 wins, no losses, and an overtime loss. Yeah. You get 2 points for a win. You get 1 point for an overtime or shootout loss. So once the game goes past regulation, each team gets a point, and they're playing for the second point for the win. Ties used to just be a point each. No. So they play a 5-minute overtime of 3-on-3 hockey to try and open up scoring, and then if not, they go to I think best of 3 shootout. The AHL, I think, is best of 5, their minor league system. All right, Toronto still on the power play. Under 6.5 to go in the game, and Nashville just cleared it down the length of the ice. So you're allowed to ice the puck when you're, killing a penalty, when you're shorthanded, but not when it's empty net, because then you can get called for an icing if you're trying to shoot into the empty net. All right, battle for the puck on the near boards. Thanks for chiming in, Mac. I hope you're doing better. Toronto has it in their own end. They're up by 3, under 6 minutes to go at 5:55. Got to add a couple shots here for Toronto on net, on goal. Oh, the fans, I think, are trying to do the wave. Feeble effort at it, too. Shot by Waugh. Where's the puck? It's in the slot in the middle. Another shot attempt or a pass. That goes through, and Nashville gets it out of their own end. And they are offside. They gotta hold up. Now Forsberg takes it in. He stick handles into the near faceoff circle. Near board shot. Oh, he's looking for a deflection. Went wide into the far corner. Toronto trying to get a quick line change. Nashville trying to catch them napping, but no dice as Toronto sends it down into the Nashville, and Holla tapped it back. Oh, yeah, there's the wave now. I guess the fans are bored. Nashville getting a line change. Holla, Bunting, Marchessault, Stastny, and Yossi are still on the ice, they say. And the wave gets in the way of the camera. Awesome. Into the near board. Long shot by Riley is tipped past the goal. Centering pass in the slot. Still nothing. Matthews in the near corner. Far behind the net. And finally, Nashville has it. Oh, and the video just, I think my app just crashed again. You got to be kidding me. This is twice tonight. What is going on, ESPN? Your app stinks. Apologies. I'll try to get back on it. Let me pause the clock just in case something happens. We're under 4 to go. I'm waiting and waiting. This is twice now. Of course, during action. They couldn't crash during the intermission. I guess I'll... Jeepers creepers. I got to find my game. All right, we'll just watch whatever feed comes up first. I don't know if it's going to be Nashville or the Canadian feed. Yeah, no worries. All right, we got 3:42 to go. Still 5. Oh, now it's 5-3. So I missed. This is the second time I've missed a goal. Are you kidding me? 5-3. Shots are 29-25. That's 2 goals I've missed tonight because of the app crashing. Apologies. It will ring the horn for Nashville. 3:28, and we got a timeout. Probably the under 6-minute media timeout. I apologize. I missed a goal for Toronto and now Nashville because the stupid ESPN app crashed. All right, let me catch up on the... Sorry, I might have muted my mic there. As I was just saying, sorry that the app crashed, and I missed a goal for each team tonight. I'm severely disappointed in ESPN. And it's not like I'm having drop frames. I don't think I'm using too much bandwidth. We never had any of this problem when I was doing WNBA playoff games. Oh, let's get you the goal scorer at least. Roman Josi from Willsby and Marchessault. Here, we'll do the goal visualizer for Austin Matthews' goal. Yeah, it was a 2-on-1. Here's the turnover. Matthews is 34, 23 with him. They've got a 2-on. He passes it, gets it back, and then buries it in the far post. Okay, now we got the Josi visualizer that I completely missed, unless they show it now. Josi's 59. They pass it to him in the, I call this the slot, you know, right up the middle between the face-off circles. So he buried a long shot. All right, back to live action. Looks like Nashville pulled their goalies, so they have a 6-on-5 advantage. Oh, yeah, penalty is over. Oh, they gloved it down and tapped it in, Matthews. Oh, man. Easy goal for Austin Matthews at 3:10 to go. So it's 6-3, and they'll put the goalie back in the net. (6-3) Toronto. Josi lost the puck at the blue line. Tavares tapped it ahead. 23 fed it to Tavares, and he popped it up, or Riley tipped it. Matthews gloved it in the crease and then just tapped it in with his stick. So it'll be Matthews, empty net goal from Tavares and Nyes. Yeah, I couldn't think of Nyes' name. 6-3 Toronto. So we approach 3 minutes to go. All right, under 3 to go. Nylander in the near face-off circle. Shot. And did that go in the netting? No, it's behind in the net now after it was in the far corner. Sends the pass up ahead. And what was the call? Offside? At 2:42. Oh, Evangelista is getting in the face of Ekman Larson, and Bunting is there too. Now Benoit steps in for Bunting. All right, what do we got going on? 29-27 shots on goal. But they're for Nashville, but they're down 6-3 as they gave up an empty netter. All right. I have no idea about any future trades or any trade rumors. 2:42 to go now. That face-off taken. Nashville centers it. It goes all the way to the near boards. Not out by Toronto yet. Sent down low. Tried to glove it down. Couldn't get it on net. In the near corner. Nashville with the puck at the blue line. Sent into the far corner. Up the near boards and out by Toronto. And they have a 3-on-3. Pass. Oh, what a shot and a good save by the Predators goalie, Annunen. And tried to get a centering pass, but Toronto intercepts. Oh, kept in, glove down by the Preds. Number 20 sends it to the far faceoff circle. Tipped away on another passing attempt. Under 2 to go. 29-28 shots on goal. 6-3 Toronto. Ekman Larson battling for the puck behind the net. In the near corner now. Back to the blue line. Kept in by Nashville. Shot. Big rebound. Chipped behind the net. Far corner. Battle for the puck. Oh, man, the Nashville players ran into each other. Back to the blue line. Pass to 48. Shot and a goal. Might have been tipped in at 111. Holy cow. And it's 6-4. And do they pull the goalie once again after the draw? 30-28. 6-4. Unbelievable. Yeah, that last one. Yep. You would think Star Strider, but it's 6-4. McCarron tapped it in the crease. Initial save was, oh no, I think, never mind. Primo got beat. I thought it was tapped in. My bad. We'll get the goal scorer in a minute. Here. It was Perbix. They don't have any assists yet. All right. I think they just pulled the goalie again. They must have. They don't have it on TSN. Oh, now they do. All right. Nashville, empty net. And just like that, Toronto has it at the red line. But they're by the penalty box area. They work it back into their own end. Now they chip it ahead. Yossi dumps it in from the red line. They're down 2 with only 35 seconds. Shot blocked in the slot. Centering pass into the near corner. Oh, Yossi couldn't handle it. And now Toronto has it and another empty net goal at 23 and a half seconds to go. And that was Nylander, number 88, with the goal. 7-4. Okay, now that's got to be it. And I'm sure there will be no more pulled goalie here. 7-4. It was 4-2 after 2. Yeah, good pass and a blue line, just outside the blue line shot by Nylander. And he buried it. Perbix. Okay, they don't even have the goal. It was definitely Nylander, 88. 30-29 shots on goal. And it looks like we got a save by Primu with 8.1 to go. All right, we'll be back on in 21 minutes for the nightcap with Carolina and the San Jose Hurricanes at Sharks, 9 o'clock. All right, the clock is ticking. That should be about it. There it is. That's the end of the game. And 7-4, Toronto wins. They flipped these 2 goals. They had them wrong. Okay, yeah, Nylander, his second of the year, empty netter from Nyes. Okay, they had them flipped for some reason. I got fooled by it. All right, so final score: Nashville 4, Toronto 7. 2 empty net goals for the Maple Leafs. 3-goal win, unbelievable. All right, we'll do a quick wrap up, and then we'll get reset for the next game. Excuse me. I don't know if the game summary, nope, not visible at all. All right, I'll go back to this one. Goals in the first, when Toronto took a 2-0 lead. McCabe at 8:42 from Joshua and Tavares. McCabe's first goal of the year. Ekman Larson, his first goal of the year. It was actually a deflection by Nashville, but he got credited with the goal. Nylander and Benoit, the assisters. Then 2 quick goals by Nashville to tie it at 2-2. And it was McCarron from Skjei, Skjei, and Perbix. McCarron's first goal. Haula gets his second goal from Weisblatt. But then 2 goals in the second period to regain the 2-goal lead for Toronto. First, Tavares. I think I missed that goal. I never saw it because of the app crash. From Nylander and Ekman Larson. He was right in front of the crease when I looked at the visualizer, a wrister. And Bob McMahon, my bad, from his second goal from Robertson and Ekman Larson. Then in the third, Matthews gave them a 5-3 lead, his second goal of the year from Nyes and Cowan. So it was 5-3. No, 5-2. Then it became 5-3. Roman Josi. Come on, I'm trying to get my next game queued up on this lousy app. Where is it? Are you kidding me? They only have it in a split screen? All right, what the heck is going on here? Oh my gosh. What is with this app? I mean, it crashes on me twice. Okay, Yossi from Willsby and March Assault. Yossi's first goal. Are you kidding me? I can't even... What? Do they just not have the game up yet? Hold on. All right, I'll get to this later. Are you... Oh my gosh. What are we doing, ESPN? You know what? I'll just get out and get back in. All right, that made it 5-3 Toronto. Then Matthews an empty netter to make it 6-3 at 16:50. You know, Yossi scored at 16:06. That was the second time the stupid app crashed. That was a long bomb from the blue line, I believe. Matthews empty netter. Perbix made it 6-4 at 18:49. Oh, Matthews from Tavares and Nyes. Perbix his first. Matthews has 3 on the year. He got 2 tonight. Perbix his first from Willsby and Weisblatt. And then another empty netter, Nylander from Nyes. All right. Goalies, let's see. It was Justus Annunen with the loss. He made 22 saves on 27 shots. They gave up 5 goals and then 2 empty netters. Caden Premu with the win. He had 27 saves on 31 shots, giving up 4 goals. All right, that's going to do it. I'm going to reset for the next game. Please like and subscribe before you head out of this one. And I'll get that stream started up in like 15, 16 minutes. Hope to see you for that one. If not, we'll see you next time for some hockey or maybe some NFL football. And next week, NBA basketball as well. Until then, take care. Simbin Stream wishing you all well. Have a great night, rest of your Tuesday, and have a great Wednesday. But until I see you next time, hopefully in 15 minutes, this is Simbin Stream. I'm signing out, and bye-bye.